Anyway, welcome back to the show. So I've got some more thoughts on this Superman trailer. So these articles are coming from comicbookmovie.com. The article says that director James Gunn's hoping the movie can unify people. And as far as like Superman inspiring and bringing hope in a world that really doesn't have that much, understandable. Like, I know people were like kind of down on the suit design. I kind of like the suit design. Love the S on the back of the cape. Because the Chris Reader, of course, is the most popular. First film is my favorite from that era. I didn't care much for the second one. I will never watch Superman 4. Never watch 3 or 4 again. Says, listen, I do think that things have become really polarizing in my life. It's just not that. Talking about the internet, yeah. Okay. I think at the end of the day, most of us are trying to do our best. Most of us are making the best choice we can for ourselves. But I would hope that Superman does unify us a little bit because he's just about those core values I think everyone believes in. Like I kind of do like the that shot of Crypto dragging Cal through the Arctic. There's something that's really nice about his dog taking him home because he's not physically able to do it. So that was kind of an interesting idea. And Crypto's a little golden age. He's a golden age character. So I was a little shocked to see they're actually going to put him in the film. I'm like, huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't always like when people humanize characters like Superman. But at least in cartoons, they always dumb him down a little too much. Like as I stated before, I'm still not quite sold on this yet. Like my ideal Superman film is just about him and his core world, the one Lex Luthor and like a Metallo villain or something. But this is just going to be, as I've said many times, basically a launch pad for this cinematic universe thing again. So Superman director talks James Gunn talks crypto, including other heroes. Mhm. Says Superman returns rehashed the look and tone of movies released decades earlier. And Man of Steel was an underlying of the movie take. I mean, I liked the tone of Man of Steel. I think it made sense for Superman to be a beacon in a dark world. I think they went a little too far with him being doom and gloom, because now Superman is supposed to be. especially when they brought Batman in the second film, because Batman's the gloomy. So when they both be broody and stuff, then that's just the wrong tone. So I get why people didn't like that. But this is why I say just focus on Calvinus and don't worry about the heroes right now. But this is going to be Super Friends the movie, as I've been saying for months. Now I got proof of it in this that I just did a brief breakdown of. I think we're seeing that from the beginning. We're seeing a little bit of a different side of Superman. And I think that's where my issues start with this film. I think he's trying to do things too differently instead of just making a Superman film. You just tell a Superman story, dude. Just tell a story. Stop trying to compare it to Chris Reeves or Brandon Routh or Tyler Hoechlin. Just tell a Superman story. Stop trying to compare it to everything. Like no one. So this movie, at the end of the day, is not about power. It's about a loose term of the word, a human being and who he is as a person, virtually struggling in his day-to-day life. I don't know if I want to see that. It's a little too Peter Parker for me. You see a different aspect of him in the beginning. Yeah. I mean, every time Superman's in cartoons, he's always getting his ass beat, so it's not entirely new. Like in that Dopey cartoon, the new one, what was it called? My Adventures of Superman or something. He's getting his ass beat in every other episode. Superman animated series gets his ass beat all the time. It's not anything new. Every time we got Lex Luthor in a Superman film, when Superman returns, Luthor stabs him with a kryptonite dagger in the back and kicks him off a cliff. Gene Hackman Luthor ties a kryptonite chain around his neck, kicks him into a pool. So we've definitely seen him struggling or whatever in the past. So it's nothing new. It's like Harris says, he lives in a world of superheroes. This is an alternative story history world where superheroes exist, but it's also incredibly grounded. Yeah, we gotta stop using this word grounded with these fantastical beings that can shoot lasers from their eyes. Like, there's nothing grounded about these characters. Nothing. It's about real people living, having real lives. Mm. We're just having some metahumors in there. Superman has friends who are the superheroes. Yeah, makes sense. Still, could do that in a Justice League movie. Could have Batman. He can just have him go to freaking Wayne Manor and just talk to Bruce about all this. Bruce probably won't really say that much, but that's why they're best pals, because they're opposites. Like what the hell is Guy Gardner gonna tell him? Guy Gardner is a freaking evil. He can then give him no good advice. Although you know they got an old ass dude playing Guy Gardner, it's gonna be pretty funny seeing Guy Gardner get tossed around by whatever villain is in this, because that's one of the funniest things about him in the comics, that he's so arrogant. And they're like, yeah, I'll take this guy by myself. Then he gets tossed around. It's always freaking funny. So like the funny thing about this is Superman and Lois chilling while wherever this thing in the background is clearly destroying the city. So Guy Gardner looks like shit in the trailer. He's way too old. They completely miscast on that character. Looks like shit. I mean, should Superman really be bleeding? Like, what could possibly make him bleed? Like, no biggest complaint people have with Superman is that he's got too much power and all that. So I'm kind of curious what can make him bleed. Maybe it's that big ass monster. It looks like something from Power Rangers. I never really liked seeing Superman be too vulnerable, unless it's with kryptonite. So this is going to be kind of interesting, I guess. At the same time, I'm like, wow, it's freaking Superman. I don't need him to be saved by everybody. Oh my God, Superman got his ass beat. Now we need to have Mr. Terrific step in and save him. Like, no, he's Superman. Should be able to figure out on his own. Like, I give it benefit of the doubt with crypto here because he clearly can't physically get anywhere right now in this part of the trailer. So his dog bringing him to the fortress, obviously, is cool. That's fine. But like, if Superman's fighting a big ass monster or something in the city, I don't need him so terrific to save him. It's stupid. I don't need Guy Gardner to save Superman. I don't need Hawk Girl to save Superman. It's ridiculous. When people do this grounded crap, I think it just takes me out of the comic book world because, again, this is why I love the Matt Reeves universe because it totally focuses on Batman being a detective in his world. It's not, oh, here's the Flash, here's Aqua Guy, here's Wonder Woman, and we call it the Bat. Could easily introduce those characters much later on. It's a world full of superheroes. Sure, cool. I don't need them to save him when he's in jail. Like, do that in Justice League or something. Should be more than capable enough to figure out on his own. Yeah, he looks terrible. He's way too old. Like 50 something years old. Playing Guy Gardner. Like, gotta be kidding me. Looks like they're gonna have a conversation in this particular shot. Like, oh, he has friends out here. Yeah, of course. Still, it better not be more than like maybe cameos or something because DC has this problem of overstuffing the films. Been that way since '97 when Batman and Robin. Every time it really started to get better was when Batman Begins came out. And it really changed the ball game for comic book films. I just hope we're not going backwards with overstuffing a movie called Superman. So the amount of characters in his mind was called Super Friends. I haven't seen him for months. And this is Metamorpho. I don't know why he's here. He ain't got no place in Superman movie. None. I'm gonna take a wild guess. This is Ultra Guy, the Authority or whatever. They got no place in the Superman movie. Sure, it's not the first one. They're terrific. No idea why he's here. This is why. Why? I don't know why he's here. Then those are the T spheres right here. Giving him a shield again. Don't know why he's there. Feels kind of like he'd have a place. Honest truth. This could all be done in JL, in Justice League movie. if you actually took your time, like the first Iron Man did back in the day, establish your core heroes, and then build up to your Justice League or Injustice. And then you don't see Thor and freaking Captain America in the first Iron Man film, and then say, "Oh, it's a world full of heroes. It's still about Tony Stark." Of course it is.
time. Okay, and then I'll have the boys afterwards when they get here watch it again and we can do a reaction. But let's just do Superman mega fan reaction right now. First time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh shit. Okay, so Fortress of Solitude. Ooh, what the fuck? Got Yamcha. Oh shit. Oh, Clark Kent, man, he's got a mop on his head. Oh, his breathing. What the? He's bleeding. That's certainly a choice to show Superman all messed the hell up at the beginning. Electric guitar. That's the theme? John Williams. They're using the theme. Yes. Is that Pa Kent? What? Are we gonna see Crypto? Is that Crypto? That's Crypto. Wow. It begins.
Home. Take me home.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Yes! Oh, yes! Luther Corp. What? James Bond. Wait, what? Punching glass. Superman. What the? Hey! Fuck you! Throw that at his head. Gardner looks. What? A dragon! What? It's a robot and Fortress is what? Holy! Oh my God! Oh, so much stuff. Mr. Terrific looks terrific. The kiss, the float upwards into the clouds.
Hello, I'm Patrick Stewart. I believe in helping.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
All right, everybody, it is here.
What the hell? Oh shit. Am I crying? What the fuck? There was a lot of emotion for a teaser trailer there. I think maybe it was excuse me, the John Williams score. The fact that my dad was the first one to show me Superman and that score. Holy shit. So that's a lot of emotion. I didn't expect that. But I'll tell you what, Jesus, it really looks like James Gunn understands Superman, But that trailer, oh, I'm going through some emotions here. It's complex. The story, there's so much all over the place. However, and I have some concerns. I have some worries on some of the look, but the music, the feeling, David, his voice, this like the first line, first seeing Superman screwed up, like beat the hell up, like threw me way off. Like you're gonna show the Man of Steel take an L right at the beginning in your teaser trailer. That is certainly a choice. I think what James Gunn is trying to do by that is Yamcha it is show that Superman he's going here. I've always hated the whole Jesus allegory and the fucking invulnerability because people are like, oh, Superman's boring, he can't be beat, and this and that. By showing that he is his more human side, that is somebody that has to go through it like the rest of us do. They're making him vulnerable essentially.
Yeah, and that's the part that I still don't agree with her because we see it too many times in media. I think the only time I really don't see a vulnerable Superman that much is probably Smallville. That's more episodic, but even in Superman Lois series, he doesn't get defeated that much to the point where he's like bleeding. Outside of this last season, but like I don't really like seeing a vulnerable Superman. To me, it just cheapens the character.
And James Gunn is definitely making this Superman vulnerable. Now, whether a lot of people like that or not, I don't know. I think that sets up a great emotional payoff and moment when he overcomes whatever he needs to overcome, and when he's at his lowest low. And maybe some people aren't ready to see that. They want an invulnerable Superman right from the beginning. And then, David, we don't get very much dialogue here. It's mostly music and excellent music. The fact that they're using the John Williams score, like I was hoping and hoping for some variation of that. We got the John Williams score in the like video poster, and then we got it here again in an electric guitar. I'm not a huge fan of the old school hair metal electric guitar style. I know a lot of people are, especially in in America. So hell yeah, the American way. And this might just be a variation that they use for the trailer only, and there is a variation of the John Williams score like the poster in the film. But wow, showing Superman this vulnerable at the beginning and beat up. He's bleeding. It makes me remember of Zack Snyder's "Do you bleed?" Yeah, he bleeds, and you can see it here. But what I was trying to get at is, since there's not a lot of dialogue here, hearing Superman so vulnerable and says, "Crypto, take me home." Um, I think that part affected me. It's like, he's hurt, he's vulnerable, he's calling on man's best friend to rescue him. Um, the whistle. At first, I was like, "What is he doing here?" It's like it didn't even look like he was whistling. But seeing Crypto show up and seeing how good Crypto looks now, the furry Crypto, instead of it being like a short haired lab, I was worried about, but seeing him now, he's just so precious. I want to hug him. I want to squeeze him. I want him to be my dog. I think when we get the actual film, people are going to fall in love with Crypto. Crypto is the star of the trailer, really. There's so many characters in here. I kind of want to focus a little more on Superman, but this is just the teaser trailer. This is just to establish a feeling and a tone of it. I guarantee you in the main trailer, you're going to get a lot more Superman featured. But the fact that Crypto shows up, Crypto,
Home.
home,
Take me home.
take me home. And as a dutiful dog, look at how fast he's like, yes, boom, let's go. And then follow that up with showing Superman saving innocence. This This is the scene that you need so much in Superman films to show protecting. The Man of Steel, everybody gave it shit for having, all this destruction everywhere and a complete disregard and lack of, personal safety and safety for people around him and innocence. And the first shot he shows you is Superman is out there on the line.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to harp on Man of Steel too much, but like, you can't avoid destruction in this heightened superhero world, especially when that looks like a big ass monster. There's going to be destruction when Superman is around. Same with Wonder Woman, Green Lanterns. There's always going to be destruction. Like in Man of Steel, I think the problem people had was the fact. I mean, while Superman was fighting Zod, he can't help feel buildings being toppled down because it's like he was Superman for like a week. He was fighting like 3 Kryptonians. It's like Superman 2. Except he actually brought them to the fortress to confront them, which was, I thought, a smart move at the time. But yeah, Superman saving is pretty important. So I'm glad they made that front, and I agree 100%. At the same time, if Superman's here saving this person and there's a building falling over there and people are too stupid to run away, it's not his fault. I guess that's why I need the Flash, who is nowhere to be seen. I'm like, if you're gonna have other heroes, at least have heroes people recognize. Recast the Flash, recast Wonder Woman, and show that. Like, I don't have a problem with Wonder Woman and Flash showing up. It's terrific. Who cares? Metamorpho ain't got no place in the Superman movie. Got her on this looks like shit. So there's that.
Saving people, saving children. This is freaking awesome, and the slow-mo shot is really, really cool. Oh, and he takes the hit. So that looks really cool. Superman flying right by. Great shot. Lex Luthor is fucking pissed. How many times have we seen it in the animated series where Superman flies around the Lex Luthor core buildings and enters, and it's like, what are you up to, Luthor? This has that perfect vibe. This is a young Luthor. This is definitely a young Luthor, but I'm down for it. It's younger. James Gunn wanted, instead of Henry Cavill, to go with David Corn Sweat. And so because of that, we get a younger across the board. So I'm willing to give this Luthor
Younger across the board, except for Guy Gardner's old ass.
a chance. He's got the ball head, he's got the look. But this next scene where he goes, James Bond this is so hokey. This is so comic book. This is straight out of a comic book. But I'm already worried that people are going to be like, this is dumb. This is cringe. This is weird or wacky, because you don't understand that this is literally straight from the pages of a comic. I can already see this drawn form. He's got what it looks like a cult peacemaker and these unique items that give him flair. And then Lex Luthor. They do this kind of stuff all the time in comics. So to see it here, people are going to think this is some rip off James Bond looking weird. It looks weird, right? But we want to see it in context in the film. Can James Gunn pull off a Superman? We know he's really good with emotions on, downtrodden teams, the B team, the Z team, the misfits. But can he take a legendary character like Superman and make you feel all of those emotions? When Xandu, I don't want to spoil it, but in Xandu, like, that made me feel like so much. I was literally weeping in the theater, and I hope he can recreate the same for Superman. And based on this trailer and all the emotions I went through just from the way it was shot, the way the music swells, the emotion behind it, the ideas of sacrifice and friendship and loyalty from the dog. I mean, it got to me. So I think that we're on the right track. So this is an interesting shot. It's like a spinning camera like this. We've not really seen Superman filmed in this way. And he's punching this glass as if the glass is, I mean, Superman can punch through glass easily. Maybe in the film, and they'll say it's like super powerful glass. Maybe it's laced with kryptonite or super strong, where he actually needs to exert that amount of effort to get it off.
Superman.
I have no idea what's happening here in this scene. It looks like he's in a foreign country. They're under attack. Maybe LexCorp is using some kind of robot military army, rounding up a bunch of people. These guys have some mining tools. Maybe they're workers or miners. But then there's kids here. Are these migrants? Are they going to do something like that? Having the flag of the Superman, this is his hero. Superman is his hero. And for some reason, when he said Superman, it got to me. Like, it's that looking up, looking to something, to save you or to have hope. And this trailer, hope is all over this trailer. That's why I think it's effective.
Hexlad is the most advanced cookware on the planet.
Well, I am the most average cook on the planet. I'm gonna challenge Superman.
Off at Superman. Somebody this fucking asshole throws some. He's got the curl, the slicked back hair and the curl. I like it. The suit is jacked up. What is this after? Is this after the dragon? What is there a dragon in this film? I don't know what's happening, man. This is definitely a comic book. Usually when I see a dragon in things like, I don't know, Shazam, I think it's like cheesy as hell. Is this gonna be cheesy as hell and hokey and I don't know. This is wild. But the people here, I gotta, there's a feeling, and I have to share it with you, that there's like, it's just very stock footage looking, like you're getting it from fucking Shutter Image or something. And I'm hoping that, maybe it's the color grading that's doing it. Maybe it's the lighting, the flat lighting. I'm not sure, but that's all color grading. That's lighting. That's stuff that can be changed in post. Maybe the trailer is a certain way. I don't know, but he's just trying to give more bright and vibrant colors. So a little worried here. Nathan Fillion looks so bad. It looks so... I'm sorry. This looks hilarious. Okay. Superman, great. Look at this. I love the burn mark. This is perfect. This is great. What is that? Stag Industries? Oh, cool. Easter egg. But this... I think it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be a joke. I mean, Nathan Fillion, I can already tell you he's gonna nail this. This Guy Gardner, this cocky, this fucking dickhead Guy Gardner. He's gonna land it, and maybe he's supposed to look stupid, but Guy Gardner looks horrible. Okay, and now we get Hawk Girl. But right before, Josh, I just love the way Superman looks. So what is this? Is he creating a barrier so that people can't see what's happening? Did Superman do something wrong? Did he fuck up? And now, you get the man coming in and Mr. Terrific maybe works for the government and he's trying to tell Superman, what's up. It looks like Mr. Terrific has a bunch of equipment. So maybe he was in battle and fought in the same battle that Superman fought in, and they barely made it, or it was Superman's fault and they're coming to talk to him and talk down to him. I don't know. This is my guess for this particular scene. Mr. Terrific looks great. He looks fucking terrific. Guy Gardner looks ridiculous, but I think that's the point. Hawk Girl, I don't know, man. This looks... That's very CGI. This is very CGI looking. I think She looks great. I like her helmet, her weapon, and her wings. I'm not sure about these costumes. Why does everybody's costume look similar? Is there a reason in the lore for it? You know, you have this very uniform look as if they're part of a team. Same thing with Mr. Terrific. And I like it better when the superheroes all have their own unique looks. Because when you're coming from different backgrounds, different cultures, different powers, different gods that bestowed things upon you, and different experiences, making your own suits, having big corporations make your suits, they should look all different. But here they look the same. So
I'm glad that he agrees on Guy Gardner looking like shit in this. Because, I mean, sir, to be fair, Guy Gardner's never been like a pretty boy in comics, but Julian is way too old to be playing this character. That and this, it just harkens back to the point I keep making about him looking way too overstuffed with other characters. And I get what he's going for. I get it. Like in my books, I always try to establish my main characters first. I don't really have multiple heroes running around unless it's like maybe one extra hero. Like in my story, my main character has a sister who also has abilities. So if anything, it's just going to be two of them for now in my book. But I don't really like having a gazillion characters running around. You could balance that better in a book, in my opinion, than you can in the movie. You know, unless it's like almost 3 hours long, I don't need to see the entire DC universe in this movie. Like,
they must be working for the government or something. And then we have our classic sort of villain of the week. I'm hoping that this kind of just opens the movie, and you know, it's something that Superman can handle and take care of real quick. It looks wild, man, and the lighting, like I said, is off. It almost looks very cartoony. This has a very comic book feel.
man, one thing I'll say about the dragon that feels very Golden Age Superman-y, because like even something like a show like Invincible, you'll see Mark Grayson just fighting like random monsters every episode or so. So I kind of like trying to incorporate that more in my stories as well. Because the classic formula that Marvel has been doing is, I think it's going to work as well for DC. Because again, like DC Comics, these characters, most of them are in their own cities. Like everybody in Marvel's in New York City, so there's like a big ass mob. There's going to be everybody on deck. Like for Infinity Wars, the aliens to come to Earth, everybody's got to show up. Iron Man, Spider Man, X Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain America. Everybody's going to be on board. But like DC, there's a monster in Metropolis. Superman more likely going to handle. This is why I don't really agree with those other heroes showing up, because you can do that in JL down the line, and that's always going to be my stance on this. You could have the heroes running around, fine, but like keep it minimal at best.
He looks hokey. It's not a badass design. The eye just makes it look goofy. Now the rest of the design. So if I kind of cover up just this, the rest of it looks really really cool. But some kind of um, special dragon, I guess is what we'll call it. I can't tell who's under the flames here. I think it's Superman. And then here, what is this in the sky? I don't know. Is it Brainiac? Is it uh your guess is as good as mine. There's just so much in this film that has me worried. How are you going to do all of this? I will say Lois Lane, perfect. David, perfect. These two working so well together in this trailer. The chemistry looks there. She is a perfect Lois Lane. Here, this shot is interesting because it's like, why is Superman so upset over a robot? Like, was this robot his friend? Oh, they're in the Fortress of Solitude. So maybe it was a robot worker. Again, very comic book. This is evoking the comics, the 1940s, 30s comics or animations. The design, it's very kind of retro, Fallout, old school America kind of thing, Americana, Futurama kind of stuff. It's interesting. So, and does that robot have a blue cape? These designs are going to be crazy, man. The toys are crazy. So if you love comics and hokiness and bright and vibrancy, I guess you're going to love this film. Now, the suit, oh man, I just love the way the suit looks, but I wish the suit was more form fitting, was tighter, that his muscles really filled out the rest of the suit. And I've never been a fan of, all of the James Gunn lines, the MCU lines in the Superman suit. I've seen the Superman suit without the lines, and it is perfect. If you just make it form fitting, take the lines away, but keep the design elements that are already there, it is a 10 out of 10 suit. But the way it is now, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I love the suit. I just have little nitpicks as a mega fan. So what is this? Who is this? This is Brainiac? This is Metamorpho, because I can see the purple, the classic from the Metamorpho from the comics. So interesting. So maybe this is a Metamorpho. No, because I don't know if him has that kind of power. A Lex Luthor thing. This is This is the first shot that we ever got, and in live action. We're gonna have to break this down later. But I don't want to make this. I'm gonna make a 30-minute video out of a teaser trailer. But I'm so happy that the teaser is 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, basically. That's not a teaser. I guess teasers these days are the first trailer released. This is crazy. This is scary. This is a really amazing image. Like, fuck, man, I would be scared as shit. But if you look here, the city looks relatively empty. So maybe they were able to give an evacuation order of the city before this destruction started to happen. But really, really cool. But again, I never thought I'd be saying this, but maybe I was like, brighten it up, light. I need light everywhere. There are drawbacks to light. It looks plainly lit. It looks Hallmark movie. I think some people are going to accuse it of being cheap looking or CW looking. And I'm telling you, it's the lighting and the way it's lit. But I think when you're immersed in the film and you're watching it completely, all that stuff kind of clicks and settles in and gives you a feeling. All the elements are supposed to be working together. It is an art form, films and movies and color grading and editing. And to take it out of context, this is a new kind of movie. I think James Gunn is really making a point of it. So we got a Luthor Corp TV screen here. Looks kind of like a crappy $10, Walmart version. Oh, that is such an amazing thing, man. I'm gonna love Krypto. I think people are gonna fall in love with Krypto. I didn't expect Krypto to be done so well. This is another villain. There are so many villains. So we've got the Dragon. We've got Metamorpho. We got Luthor. We got whatever this is. Maybe an Ultraman, Bizarro kind of ripoff, rumors of all that kind of stuff. And then, is Brainiac involved with that beam in the sky? I have no idea, but it's a lot. So it's like, is this film going to be 4 hours long? How are we going to contain all this in such a short time? But here it looks like this is more like a training montage or a training thing to check his power. But it's such a thin wall. Why is he breaking through this and all this scaffolding? Couldn't he just go around it? And then I think he's fighting him right here. And I love David's expressions. This is Superman. It is bright. It is cool. Yeah, love it. Mr. Terrific looks good. Oh, a little bit more robotic looking in the T on his face. The T on his face is usually just painted on, but here it's almost mechanical or some kind of face shield. Interesting. I like it. I like the reimagining of it. And here is another villain type. Look at these LexCorp soldiers, the classic purple and green. There is just so much in this fucking trailer, and they look fucking sweet. Yes, if you were to ask somebody from the Zack Snyder universe what this looks like, oh, well, that's, this is comic book. This is not ultra modern. They were trying to take an ultra modern. What would it be like if Superman was in real life, in our world? Would people be walking around with purple and lime green, Lex Luthor armor? No, but in the comics they certainly would. They want to look like their leader and their master, Lex Luthor. So we might see Lex Luthor in his fucking exosuit, and that's really, really cool. So it's like, can the audience make that adjustment back to animation, cartoons, old school comics, bright, vibrant, all hokey and cheesy? Are people going to accept that? And then you have this classic shot. They did this shot really, really well in Superman Returns, and it's wonderful here. The boots don't quite fit too well, but that's going to happen if you've ever worn boots like that. Such an awesome shot, flying up. I love through the clouds.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. I still think it looks still a little crowded. So yeah, like you said, this is like 3 hours long. I don't see who's going to be able to balance all of this in one film. In your first Superman film in New Universe, you don't need to have this much going on. I guess we'll see what happens. Does this come out in July or something? So a little bit of a wait, but see, I guess. I'm still on the fence. It looks like my concerns have been proven right. Well, not until the film comes out, but I think I've been right so far about this being way too crowded. I'm glad that we won season 2.